What's up everybody, Kinetic here, and welcome to Age of Wushu, a new MMORPG by Chinese game developer Snail Games. This is a free-to-play game available also in America and Europe. And I must say, for a free-to-play game, this is one of the best looking games I've played in a long time. The textures, the lighting, the character animations, just the overall look and scale of Age of Wushu is really nice. And really easy on the eyes. I mean, you ever play an online game or any game in general, and for whatever reason, like, you just can't stand looking at it after long periods of time, like, maybe even gives you a headache because the vibrance of the colors or the depth of field, or maybe the UI is just too in your face or something like that. With Age of Wushu, I don't feel like that at all. Everything is very soft and almost natural looking, and with so many NPCs and how large the areas are, it's a really nice looking game overall. It also has really nice sound, really nice music. I would love the soundtrack to Age of Wushu, that's for sure. Age of Wushu isn't all about pretty graphics though. It has some really cool gameplay mechanics, and it's a very different kind of paced MMO from the way modern MMOs seem to play out now. For example, once you've created your character, you will choose from a number of stories, and depending on what your story is, eventually at some point you will be obligated to learn martial arts for whatever reason. So for example, my character is the son of a tea house owner who one day my father decides that I should learn how to fight, just in case, I guess, I don't know, I need to defend the tea house from tea leaf thieves or something like that. And so I go out on a quest to learn how to fight, and that kind of snowballs into a bunch of scenarios where I need to learn a more complex and deeper understanding of martial arts. Age of Wushu has 8 different schools of martial arts that you can learn, and even some of which are gender specific. So for example, the Shaolin monk only take male characters, and there is a female group as well who will only take female characters, which is kind of interesting. I've never heard or seen anything like that in an MMO before. The way questing works is kind of interesting too. You will have your overall story, and you will also have some activities that will be given to you based on the martial arts school. And over here on the right side, you will see my quest tracker, and some of which the things are listed as green, like this item here or this person's name. And so to help you get around in the world of Age of Wushu, what you can do is you can actually go ahead and click on somebody's name or whatever, and it will have me auto run to that location, which is really nice. It helps save time. You don't feel like, you know, looking up the Age of Wushu wiki or whatever for where whatever quest person is sitting or something like that. Let's check actually the map here. As I thought, sometimes you will have to travel really large distances, and of course you don't want to run all the way there. So what I will do instead is I will call Shaggy. Shaggy, my horse. Shaggy's the name I gave him. That's not what he's really called in Age of Wushu. But anyway, yeah, so you've got horses as well that will help take you around in Age of Wushu, which is really nice for travel. There's also horse carriages and even teleportation, but teleportation is limited very much in Age of Wushu. You can't spam teleports from location to location. You have to wait 10 minutes in order to be able to teleport again. So you'll have to rely on different forms of travel to get around in the world of Age of Wushu. Now I know you guys are dying to see what Age of Wushu's combat is like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick on some of these NPCs out here in the field. Let's see if we can gather a few of them up. Well, they don't seem to link. Oh well. I like Age of Wushu's combat. It's almost like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing where, you know, it's not just who does the most damage, but who uses the right techniques in what situation. This guy is just kind of attacking me in his basic fighting stance, but now look at, he's in a defensive stance, and I can use a different kind of technique to sweep his legs and break his guard. If I was just to continue attacking him normally, it would be very, very ineffective and inefficient. And down he goes. How about you guys? You want some too? Let's do it. Oh, he was down before I even finished. Let's go, dude. What you got? He's got something. It ain't much. He's got something. How about this? Woo! Oh, nice. I love unleashing the special moves in Age of Wushu, and I don't know much. I'm barely into this game, but it's really fun getting into the combat and being able to use some of your special techniques in this game. Just outside of the city here, we can see people are dueling and practicing fighting against each other in their various forms of martial arts. This is what I think the combat is really like at higher levels. And it's really interesting to come out here and watch people with their different techniques and skills fighting against one another. It really gets me pumped for going deeper and learning more and honing my skills in Age of Wushu when I see people fighting like this. Age of Wushu doesn't have a traditional system of leveling your character, say like 1 to 50 or something like that. You will gain experience points, but instead those experience points will be cultivated into improving your technique, because it's all about your technique in Age of Wushu. So for example, I can go to my martial arts book and say I want to improve my meditation. What I'll do is I will cultivate, and then here I can choose internal cultivation. And what this will do is it's like an automatic process that will allow me to go on and continue questing while kind of slowly improving that skill. If I want to get faster progress though, then that I can choose practice mode cultivation. And here by clicking on these different options here, it will begin to spin the wheel and you can see 180 points, experience conversion, meditation earned. I've got some soup over here, which will give me 420 or 60. Seems to be somewhat randomized. Ah, and here I'm completely out of silver coins. I need to buy more of these pills in order to continue using that for practice mode cultivation. Third and finally, I have team practice, which I think is my personal favorite. And from the name you can guess that you're actually meant to do this with more than one person, but I will do this by myself. The hand practicing fist triangular. Number of people up to 10. There will be 10 rounds and it takes approximately about 5 minutes. And this is pretty cool. It's a little bit more involved than the other two. And it's sort of like a little mini game actually. What you'll see is like a command that it wants you to enter and a blue bar. And you have to enter that command in before the blue bar fills, which is basically a representation of time allowed to perform that action. And then you can see my character goes on to practice his skill. And this starts off really easy. As you can see, I only had to enter in one command on my keyboard, which was J, but with each round the commands will get more complicated. And I must imagine that, you know, once you start doing this with a large group of people, that it's probably really fun to watch, as everybody will probably be doing similar actions all together in sync at the same time, which is probably a lot more fun than standing here doing it by myself. But it's interesting, this little DDR game where I'm entering in, you know, for example, left, down, right, which is actually ASD, since that's how you move around in Age of Wushu with the WASD. You can see now at the higher rounds how much more complicated the commands get. And it's really fun. I like the little mini game that kind of gets you involved into the process of improving your character. And overall, the way that questing and improving your technique gets you more power and makes your character stronger in Age of Wushu is really like a breath of fresh air, instead of just like running around killing mobs or, you know, delivering things to gain experience and then, you know, earn a new skill or something like that. It's really, really different, and I think that that's what is going to make Age of Wushu appeal to, you know, MMO players out there that are tired of the norm, you know what I mean? They're really tired of the same kind of grind that exists in, well, let's be honest, most MMORPGs seem to be following the same formula nowadays, but Age of Wushu is quite different, and I think that if you're looking for something different, then you should definitely give it a try. For more information on Age of Wushu, I recommend checking out their official site. You can also sign up for free access and get started playing today. That's all I got for you guys in this first look video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Click the like button, and if you're a new viewer, make sure that you subscribe for more first look videos of new games. And my name is Kinetic. I'll see you guys next time.